You gotta follow the damn train, CJ. Well, this LP train is continuing to run away. The Emptiness Machine was number 1. They've just released their brand new album, and now they've announced 50 tour dates for 2025. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. And the big question is this new version of Linkin Park coming to a city near you? Because they've released their world tour dates for 2025 and they've got 50 locations on offer.
Let's find out. I'm looking forward to it. Linkin Park has been reincarnated. I tell you what, this version of Linkin Park's better than like the Dying Embers of like 2017-16. I mean that. Could it be?
I don't think Linkin Park was that great, to be honest. Probably from like late 2000s onwards. I think they peaked early on, and I do prefer this new version.
Yeah,
it's fresher.
Yeah, and it's sad that something tragic had to happen to.
But put it this way: how many Linkin Park songs do you listen to
from that period? None.
Like from after the first few albums.
Nada.
None. I couldn't even name you any.
Although before we go any further on that, before the Benningtons are at our front door, let's get in to the dates. Let's get in to the venues.
Yeah, so 50 dates, and we'll get to... I believe the album was released in full yesterday, so if you bought it, then good for you. But we're going to go through the entire dates for the From Zero World Tour, which does begin at the end of January. So it begins on the 31st of January, and it ends on the 15th of November. So this is a pretty big tour. You know, this is lasting almost... I mean, it's almost lasting a full year. Now, yeah, there may be little breaks and intervals in there, like they are taking March off, I can see. But still, it's a pretty big tour. And I think there's a good chance, unless you live in the middle of nowhere, that Linkin Park are coming near you.
Well, if you've got a tour lasting nearly a year or whatever, I think it's just fine to have a month off. No one's going to begrudge them that.
Yeah, so let's go through these then. January 31st, February 3rd, and February 5th. Linkin Park will be in Mexico. They'll be in Mexico City. They'll be in Guadalajara and Monterrey. Thoughts on those 3 places? Never been to any of them.
Nowhere near me, nowhere near the Fog headquarters, so I can't say I'll be there.
Yeah, February 11th and February 12th, they'll be doing 2 shows in Tokyo, Japan. Only the 2 shows in Japan, and both of those shows at the Saitama Super Arena, back-to-back nights. So same arena. You thought maybe they could have toured Japan a bit more. If they're popular enough to do back-to-back shows in the same arena, in like back-to-back days, like you'd think that they must be big enough to go elsewhere in Japan.
You would.
Japan's a big place.
It's a big place, but it's also... Do you know how, like, music events... You will get people that do this, like Garen Damteed, like, but once you've seen it once of the one tour, do you really need to see it again? And I know for a fact there's people in Japan that will go to it back to back.
Oh no, but the reason they've got 2 tours is because they've probably sold one out, and easily. It's in high demand.
No, that's not my point. My point is there's actually people out there that would actually go back to back nights.
Not many, I don't think.
Yeah, but I don't get why you would.
I personally wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't in a month for Sundays. Money alone to just...
I'm not saying I'd be bored on the second night, but I would feel like you're just rewatching it.
Now, obviously, some bands will sing different songs on different nights, so maybe that's a benefit to
it. I don't think, not in this case. If you're doing back-to-back shows, I think normally you'll have the same set list.
Potentially, but maybe that would be a nice way to spice it up.
Maybe.
2 different songs.
February 16th, they go to Jakarta in Indonesia. And then, venue to be announced, by the way. And then they have a break, so no shows from February 16th to April 12th. And then April 12th, we're coming back to America. And the American leg runs from April 12th through to May 17th. So let's go through them then. Let's do it. We have Las Vegas, Austin, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Grand Rapids, Michigan, Baltimore, Raleigh, North Carolina, Greensville, South Carolina, Columbus, Ohio, Dayton, FLA. Any idea what that is?
FLA?
FLA.
Well, so it's
Daytona.
Florida.
Why not FLO then?
FLA? Has to be Florida. Can't be anything other than Florida. There's no other state like that. Name me another state beginning with F.
Well, that's the final one in this American tour. Is there a Daytona in Florida?
There must be.
Well, that's it. That's where that's their American tour then. So ends in, I believe, Daytona, Florida. I don't think that is Florida, but
It is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, why not say FLO? Bit strange, but whatever.
Daytona Beach, Florida.
Well, there you go. Welcome to Rockville. Right, then we take a bit of a break, about a month before heading to Austria on June 12th. There's one show in Austria, followed by a show in Czech Republic. Then it's off to Germany for 2 nights, a show in Hanover, followed by a show in Berlin. The arenas are the Heinz von Heiden Arena and the Olympia Stadion.
So there'll be plenty of hangovers in Hanover.
Whoa. Then it's to Switzerland, then Milan in Italy, then the Netherlands, followed by just the one show in the UK.
London O2 Arena.
London, Wembley, June 28th. Wembley Stadium, yeah, that's strange. Then we move into July and we're back in Germany. We're in Dusseldorf. Then it's Belgium, Poland, back to Germany for Frankfurt. I don't understand.
I feel like Germany though's got a cultural, metal music.
It does. It's also got other bad culture that's imported over the last few decades. But whatever. Then it's the Stade de France in Paris. And then we're back after a 2-week break. We're back in America. Brooklyn, New York. Boston, the Garden. Then we've got Newark, New Jersey. Before heading to Canada. Montreal, Quebec. Toronto, Ontario. Then back to America. Chicago, Detroit, Michigan. Philadelphia. Pittsburgh. Nashville. St. Louis. Milwaukee. Minneapolis. Omaha. Kansas City. Denver, Colorado. Phoenix. Los Angeles. San Jose, California. Sacramento, California. Portland, Oregon. Then back to Vancouver, BC. Seattle. I thought it was Vancouver in Canada, but I'm assuming that it's not. Vancouver, BC.
I have no idea.
British Columbia.
British Columbia, that will be it.
That's it. Then
So it will be Canada.
Yeah, then Seattle. Bit weird that they're going to Canada and then back to America. But then after Seattle, they're doing a South American tour. They're going to Colombia, then Peru, followed by Argentina, Chile, and ending the tour with 4 dates in Brazil. And that's it. That's your Linkin Park 50 tour date list. I mean, seems like they're going pretty much everywhere. So I think that's decent. What I would say is pretty piss poor on only one show in the UK.
That is poor. But it must be great to have the selling power that you can do this within a year, like. No, I think so.
Oh, aye.
Imagine being like, here, I can sell at arenas across the world.
Think Jericho does this with Fozzy?
No, he does not do that. He does the limelight. If you know, you know.
But yeah, nah, for me that's... what's your thoughts on that? Seriously, one show in the UK?
Well, maybe there's just no demand for it. I wouldn't think there ain't. But maybe they just prefer Germany. Maybe they've had good success before in Germany. Maybe they've preferred the crowds before in Germany.
I'm surprised that we're not getting a Scotland show in there, a Cardiff show, a Dublin show. Surprised you're not getting multiple shows in England, but...
Yeah,
I mean,
but I would say there's method to the madness. There's no way that they've just picked randomly like 5 shows in Germany and 1 in the UK. There's a reason for it.
Yeah.
It must be we're all pish.
no show in Spain.
Spain
Doesn't really
Spain's
strike me as...
weird though, isn't it? Spain's
Doesn't
not
really
really
it doesn't really...
city, is it?
Doesn't
Or
really
country?
strike me as a metal loving, rock loving country. But yeah, so it's in Indonesia. Yeah, I've never been. But do they have a scene for metal music?
I don't know, do they?
Well, they must.
Well, they must, for fuck's sake. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, Brazil, 4 shows. A lot going on there.
4 shows in Brazil. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what show you'll be going to.
Brazil. Brazil.
That's it. Till next time. Peace.